Hello and welcome to the second video on General Training Task 1 samples, written by students of ieltsclassesonline.com.
In this video, we will share how to write and writing task 1 for general training test, which can take your score from band 5 to band 8, even band 9. We conduct online courses for IELTS academic and general training preparation. Contact us for more details.
Like this video and subscribe to our channel, so we can keep making more videos for you.
General training writing test has two parts. Candidates should spend about 20 minutes on task 1, writing at least 150 words. In the general training writing, task 1 requires you to write a letter, showcasing your ability to use standard English letter writing practices.
You will be given a typical, everyday scenario, such as apologizing for missing a friend's party, complaining to a company about poor service, advising a friend about holiday destinations, or expressing interest in a job opportunity. Along with the situation, there will be 3 bullet points specifying the details you need to include. For example, you might need to provide explanations, share details, express preferences, or offer suggestions and recommendations.
This is what your task 1 will look like. The first few lines give you the situation. The bullet points are the point you must elaborate in the letter.
This is an example of a formal letter. You will use the words which will give a formal tone to the letter. Please note that this is the task 1 for IELTS general training. For academic task 1, please refer to our other masterclass video, link is given in the description.
This is an example of a semi-formal letter, because here, the situation is a mix of formal and informal. And this is an informal or casual letter. The tone will be relaxed and informal. Here are the 4 criteria on which your task will be assessed. While the exact marking techniques are kept confidential, this chart gives us an overview of what your work should broadly look like. You need to know this well, because this is what your examiners are looking for. We will explain these criteria in simple terms.
Task achievement is the first criteria. It means that you will address all bullet points in the question. Write about specific points given in the task, not general statements. Stay on the topic. Ensure more than 150 words, but avoid going beyond 180 words. Please note, if you write less than 150 words, your task may be considered incomplete, and you may lose marks.
Coherence means that your writing must have a logical sequence to it. It is also called the flow in writing. Your writing moves in one particular direction. Like first, you write about the main point, then, the second point. And finally, the last point. Think of it as a story that is progressing from the beginning to the end. If the ending comes in the middle, it will look weird. Everything has to be in a sequence to make sense. This is coherence.
Cohesion means connecting ideas when you move from one idea to the next. You indicate cohesion by using cohesive devices, using words like moreover, furthermore, secondly, thirdly, and many others. So in your writing, when you move from one idea to the next, be sure to use one or the other cohesive device to indicate progress. Lexical resource refers to the range of vocabulary at the test taker's disposal. This is not about using difficult words, but using different, less common words for the same thing. For example, if you write the word difficult in one place, you should write alternative words in other places, like demanding, burdensome, grueling. The words you use should be spelt correctly and be relevant to the requirement. An out-of-place word would rather have a negative effect. Some spelling mistakes here and there can be excused, but not too many. Also, use of short forms and acronyms should be completely avoided. Do not use e.g. or etc. in your writing.
Grammatical range and accuracy refers to the use of correct sentence structure and variety of sentence type. In simple words, grammatical accuracy means using grammatically correct sentences. That is, proper subject-verb agreement, prepositions, tenses, etc., and punctuations.
Grammatical range means using different types of sentences, such as simple sentences, compound and complex sentences. In simple words, it means you have to use a variety of sentences with correct grammar. To understand what grammatical range means, watch this video. We have a full video explaining simple, compound and complex sentences. It will explain the different types of sentences and how they impact your writing. You will find it on our YouTube channel.
Generally, there are two types of letters which you will get in your test: formal and informal. A formal letter is one which is written to complain, request, inquire, recommend or suggest something to an organization, company or agency. In other words, a formal letter is about some official business. Informal letters are written in a casual manner, to a friend or someone close, like a family member or friend. It is like a conversation, with some direct speech. Semi-formal letters are also a kind of formal letters, but with slightly relaxed tone.
Using the correct tone is essential in your letter. Tone reflects the nature of your relationship with the recipient and should be indicated through an appropriate greeting, closing, and choice of words or phrases. To show the difference between formal and informal letter, we use different sets of words, which give the letter a different tone. Formal letters sound official, and informal letters have a casual tone, and may include friendly terms. The words give here show the difference in tone. Look at them carefully before moving further. Use words given on the left to give a formal tone to the letter. The words on the right are what you would use with a friend or an acquaintance. These words can be used for an informal letter. This is the standard format of a letter, whether you write a formal letter or an informal one. The format remains the same. Let us practice writing some letters using this format.
You would like to reduce your working hours in order to study part-time. Write a letter to your boss. In your letter, explain why you want to reduce your working hours. Say which hours you would like to work. Describe how your part-time studies would benefit your employer.
Dear Mr. Alone Musketeer, I am glad to inform you that I have secured admission in the one-year part-time blockchain program run by Stratford University at Dubai. It is a part-time but intensive course, and I will have to submit assignments, make projects, and attend seminars on blockchain hosted by other universities and organizations. Balancing my work responsibilities with my studies requires a slight adjustment to my current schedule. I request a reduction in my working hours so that I can devote time to my studies. I propose working from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on weekdays. This adjustment will provide me with the flexibility to complete the course without compromising the quality of my work. The blockchain technology program will deeply enhance my abilities in areas closely related to my role. The skills and knowledge I will gain from this course can be directly applied to my current role. This will enable me to work more efficiently, take on additional responsibilities, and contribute even more to our team's success. I am positive that you will take into account the benefits to the organization and approve my request. I am happy to discuss this further and explore any adjustments that suit both the team's needs and my goals. Yours sincerely.
Here is another Task 1 sample. Pause the video and understand the situation and the requirements.
Dear Louis, I'm thrilled to learn about the forthcoming celebration of popular cuisine from throughout the globe, and I'd like to help out by cooking a meal from my homeland. I propose making biryani, a well-loved and flavorful rice dish made across India. Originally from Persia, it is now ubiquitous in every Middle Eastern and South Asian home. Biryani is a delicious rice-based dish cooked with aromatic spices, tender meat, or vegetables and herbs, giving it a rich and unique taste. At my place, it is often garnished with fresh cilantro and a squeeze of lemon. This dish, which symbolizes South Asia's rich culinary history, would be a wonderful addition to the event. In addition to being a crowd pleaser, it will allow guests to taste the genuine flavors of our side of the world. It will, in my opinion, broaden the menu's variety and leave an impression on everyone. Please let me know if this works for the event, and I'd be happy to discuss the details of the ingredients and cooking apparatus that I will require from the club. Yours faithfully.
Pause the video and understand the situation and the requirements. Turn to write your own letter, then check with the sample.
Dear Mr. Holmes, I hope this message finds you well. I am writing to discuss extending my current lease agreement for the apartment I have been renting from you. Initially, I agreed to rent the apartment for 6 months, but I would now like to extend the lease for an additional 6 months. The apartment has been very comfortable and suits my needs perfectly, so I would be happy to continue living here. My plans have changed because I have decided to stay longer in this city due to work commitments. I would prefer to remain and concentrate on my project since I am already acquainted with the local utilities and my possessions are now organized in the flat. However, I would like to bring to your attention a minor issue in the apartment. The faucet in the kitchen has been leaking, and it might need a quick repair. I hope we can address this soon. Please let me know if extending the lease is possible, and I'd be happy to discuss any adjustments to the agreement. Yours faithfully.
Here is another Task 1 sample. Pause the video and understand the situation and the requirements.
Dear Joe, I'm thrilled to hear about your upcoming assignment with a conglomerate in the country's largest city. Congratulations, and best wishes. Regarding the mobile phone you inquired about, I recently purchased the Toyo E45. It weighs a mere 53 grams and has an enormous 6-inch screen. Since they charge a premium for the black body, I opted for a grey handset and purchased a black cover separately. Despite the availability of superior devices in the market, I selected this one for two key reasons. Firstly, it offers significantly longer battery life, which is essential for me as I often travel long distances for work. Secondly, its camera boasts an impressive 106 megapixels. Photography is my passion, and a high-quality camera is indispensable for this hobby. Given your lifestyle, which involves less commuting, battery life may not be as critical for you. I recommend considering the Toyo E35, a more affordable model that should meet your needs perfectly. Feel free to reach out if you require further information. I'm more than happy to address any questions you may have.
There will be a traditional celebration in your country and you want to invite your friend from an English-speaking country. Write him/her a letter and invite your friend. Explain what happened at the festival. Describe the tradition and why it's important in your country.
Dear Mitro, I arrived safely in my homeland, just in time for our annual local event, after a long and arduous journey. But thankfully, with no flight delays. I'd like to extend a special invitation to you to join me at our festival. The breathtaking scenery, captivating music, and tantalizing aromas of delicious food are sure to enchant you. Flights are available 3 times a week, and I'll be there to pick you up from the airport. You'll experience the vibrant colors of our villages and the enchanting melodies played on natural instruments. The highlight of the event is the local dance, where young boys and girls dance around a bonfire, singing songs of courage and love. Later, the elders perform traditional songs recounting various battles and the great kings of our ancient kingdom. This festival holds great significance in our culture, reviving memories of the courage and generosity of our ancestors and inspiring us to emulate their virtues. It serves as a vital link to our past, instilling a deep sense of pride in our heritage. I would be delighted to share this captivating experience with you. Please share your itinerary with me at your earliest convenience.
You and your family have just rented an apartment and 1 or 2 problems occurred. Write a letter to the landlord. In the letter, introduce yourself, describe the problems, and tell him what you want him to do.
Dear Mr. Old Holmes, I am writing to urgently address the issues affecting apartment 6 at Newton Drive, which are rendering the residence uninhabitable for my family. We are a family of 2 adults, 2 children, and 2 senior citizens, my parents. I recently relocated to this city after securing a job with the city's Waste Management Corporation. Upon moving in just a week ago, we encountered a significant issue with the kitchen ceiling, which has begun leaking. This constant dripping has made it nearly impossible to use the kitchen for cooking. The current tenant in the apartment above have expressed helplessness in resolving the issue. Additionally, there is a section of the wall in the master bedroom where the plaster has fallen off on its own. There is a concern that this crater might expand if immediate action is not taken. Both of these issues require your immediate attention. I kindly request that you dispatch your maintenance team at the earliest to assess the damage and initiate necessary repairs. Your swift action in resolving these issues will be greatly appreciated. Sincerely.
Write a letter to a travel agent expressing your dissatisfaction with their facilities due to a problem you had on a holiday. In the letter, mention the holiday plan, the problems you faced during the holidays, and what action you want the agent to take.
Dear Mr. Columbus, I am writing to express my deep disappointment with the holiday experience my family and I recently had in Europe, which was marred by gross mismanagement. We had opted for the Capital Cities plan, which was supposed to be an exclusive tour of the capital cities of Europe. However, our experience was far from what was promised. The local tourist guide combined our group with another intending to visit the Andes. We were subjected to a chaotic and unorganized itinerary dictated solely by the guide. His demeanor was rude, uncooperative, and displayed a level of confusion that was truly astonishing. He frequently mixed up the schedules, giving minimal time to rest between excursions. In light of this experience, I request that Star Tours provide a full refund of the amount paid for the tour, or offer an all-expenses-paid trip next summer as compensation. Additionally, I urge you to ensure that your European counterpart is properly trained and instructed on the group's program and itinerary to prevent such issues from recurring. I trust that you will address this matter promptly and take appropriate measures to prevent similar incidents in the future. Sincerely.
You have finished a course. Write a letter to the course organizer to give your feedback. In your letter include the details of the course, suggestions you would have to improve the course, and what you enjoyed during the course.
Dear Professor Kaiser, I extend my heartfelt congratulations on successfully conducting the highly sought-after Diploma in Foreign Affairs and Diplomacy at the university. It has been one of the most enriching courses I have had the pleasure of undertaking. I would like to offer a few suggestions to enhance the program's appeal and practicality. Firstly, incorporating a short internship with the diplomatic services would provide students with first-hand exposure, facilitating a deeper understanding of the intricacies involved in drafting foreign policy. Additionally, I recommend adding a course on international law, given its relevance in contemporary issues such as international trade disputes. This would equip learners with valuable insights into these pressing matters. I thoroughly enjoyed your lectures and the news recordings of various high-level political interactions. Your analysis of leaders' body language and tone was insightful, and your discussions were both engaging and informative. This course has challenged us to think beyond the obvious and grasp the complexities of geopolitics. I am grateful for the opportunity to have taken this course and look forward to enrolling in any related offerings the university may have next year. Sincerely.
You can enroll in our online courses and discover how to ace the test, build a strong vocabulary, get additional writing and speaking templates, learn from the ready-made samples, practice with expert supervision, and much more.
Here are some final tips and reminders that you must keep in mind.
Remember these points, as this is what your examiners are looking for. Present a clear purpose, why you are writing the letter. Use the correct tone. Address all 3 bullet points completely and relevantly. Write in letter format. Make sure you write minimum 150 words.
For this video, we used help and some public content from the ielts.org and the British Council websites. This video is just a small sample of the practice we do in our class. We offer one-on-one courses for academic and general training. You can design your own course, depending on what you require. You can join the intensive course to build up vocabulary and practice for several hours under guidance of master trainer. Or book a shorter, 10-hour course to understand the test format and practice. Write to us and ask for a free trial class.
Subscribe to our channel and let us know in the comments what other videos you want. We will be happy to help.
Write to us at contact@ieltsclassesonline.com.